Right here in Cedar City, Utah, I'm going to introduce you to Robert Keown of Utah Builders. This man is amazing. He did such amazing things. He is like a magician with the steel. That's his logo, 435-668-4225. If you're ever in the area and you need to talk to someone who can actually help you out and really show you how it's all about. But I'm going to visit with him, and we're going to record the visit, and we'll see what happens. We're going in a hole. Hang on. Okay. That's okay. We're in a hole. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. That was a lot quicker than I thought it was. We are cooking up some bird's eye. Looks pretty good so far. Should be a few minutes before this is really good. We can't go with chains. We gotta just drag her up the hill. We'll worry about chains later. We call this a CTC, which stands for cargo trailer conversion, or cargo trailer camper, or cargo trailer crap, whatever you want to call it. It has all kinds of names. In case you're wondering what 4-week-old poop looks like after it's been chemically treated, and there's your answer. A mom to 17 children, I would have thought you might have had like 30 of those cards.
Oh, this is just for 2 days?
I like domed up because he was a tall guy, so he could walk anywhere.
Was this a shuttle bus?
It was a smaller bus.
Like a little school bus?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's bigger than a trailer.
Of course it is, for sure. Wow.
Like
was it already converted inside or not? Was that the first thing he did?
oh yeah, he converted it.
It was already finished. Okay. Wow. Where would he wouldn't have solar? Because his roof would have, it would be out.
He didn't have solar. It was all from the engine. It's a bus. He didn't need solar.
Oh, he used the bus to power everything. Wow, that must have been amazing.
I thought it was really cool. Like I would, after we put the skylight on there.
Yeah. Well, I didn't send him to you. Well, maybe I
been
did.
able to see your hailstorm pretty good.
What was his roof made of glass? What was it, glass or plastic?
Plexiglass.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it would have handled it.
I thought about having you if I kept this, putting like a bubble inside for like looking at the stars. There was I was supposed to get with you on this, but again, with the weight, it's just not possible. Do you know what a Doppler is?
I've heard of it.
You ever gone by like a military base or an airport? You see the thing. There's one on Blowhard Mountain. It looks like a big egg. It's like white. Yeah, it's got instruments inside of it. It's for weather. Yeah, it's for weather. Yeah. So anyway, I was gonna have you take aluminum hexagonal tubes and weld me a hexagonal frame that rotated on a motor on a turret that operated by a solar panel, and then we were going to get hexagonal solar panels, and we were going to make a ball on the back that rotated around when the sun was out. Yeah, that was the goal. That was the plan, but that's going to add weight. But the goal was...
Change everything out to aluminum.
What? Oh, if we change everything out to aluminum...
You couldn't, because
no.
Metal and aluminum can't weld together.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You have to self-taper it.
You have to what?
You'd have to bolt it to where your metal dimensions were.
Okay, well that makes sense, but yeah, I mean it wouldn't have been, but it would have had sunlight on it all day on all angles. There would have been no shade, and it would have generated some serious juice on this. But the issue we run into is it's going to add weight. It's going to be higher, way higher. The ball would be like, we measured out to be, the ball would be like 4 feet by like 4 feet around, so it would be a pretty good sized dome. Now we might, depending on the inside conversion, you might be able to cut the roof and lower the gears and stuff inside and create a box in there so that the dome doesn't sit so high.
Yeah.
But there's a limit to the height of vehicles going down the road, and I don't think I would have exceeded it. Not with that. I've seen that. That's way higher than I am. The truck behind me. I don't know how high that is, but that's a.
You have 16 feet, don't you? No.
I thought it was 13.9 because 13.9 is the bridge, the bridges, the overpasses.
Oh, really?
They're 13.9 because someone decided to build their tiny home 15 feet high, and they found out when they took a trip what happened. It sheared the top of the tiny home off when they went under a bridge. Because the guy that was moving it said, "How tall is this?" And he said, "How tall does it need to be?" And he said 13.9. He says, "Okay, we're set." And the guy got in the car and they were taking it to California, and I guess the guy went under the overpass and the roof, like the tiny home kept going with the truck behind, pulling it, and the roof came off and fell down behind the guys that were following it and smashed in their car and flipped them over 20 times. Yeah, they all lived, but I mean, yeah, 13.9 is the magical number. Unless you're at Burger King, then it's like 9.8 or something like that. Because I've taken this to Burger King and actually scraped the top of their roof up in Flagstaff, Arizona, yeah. And that was before you put the tent on. That was when it was just a trailer. It can't go through Burger King now. I have to go to the parking lot now. So yeah, that's going to be... I'll check with Ace, but like you said, that's not going to give me much advantage. Because, I mean, the most you could do with Ace is strip this down, you know.
So, let's just do some research. On you tomorrow. I'll call around and see what I can find.
I would, yeah, appreciate anything. It can even be outside. It should be outside.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be that would be better if it's maybe a farm outside of town.
If we could set up like a tent, I think for $60.
Are we on the same page? You know how big a shuttle bus is? A tent?
Well, I'm just saying.
That'd be a huge tent.
Say one of those carport.
Oh yeah, like a.
I'm saying like a cheap $60. What do they call those things? Little pop-up.
You mean the
canopy.
SUV tunnels?
Little car canopy. Right by
You're
your door
talking
or
about the
whatever.
thing that you zip up there in yards sometimes. Well, not $60 though.
No, there's like Harbor Freight sells them. They're like a blue, 13 feet tall, 10 feet by 10 feet, just a roof.
Oh, I've never seen
But
it.
you stick them by your doors or whatever, just
Yeah.
for shade.
Oh, you're talking about like an easy up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually going to take one of those apart and bring it to you for the aluminum to make my hex things, because that's hex tubing inside there. And if I could find one for $20, I could just cut the fabric away. But I could also buy those 8-footers from China and have them shipped to your shop, and then get them for I think it was like $4 for an 8-footer of aluminum.
China
Yeah.
would be 6 weeks out.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I don't know. They said they had them in the U.S. They were from China, but they had them in the U.S. But they were 8 foot by they were OD. I forget the quarter OD maybe, quarter-inch OD. Does that sound right? Yeah, I can't remember what they were, but I just remember they were like $8 for an 8-footer. I figured a few of those, chop them up and make grids. It would be a cool design, and I was all for having you do it if you had the time and could put the time into it. But this now becomes a problem because, yeah, it's a great design and you worked very hard on it. We all worked hard on it, but the vehicle's gonna suffer. The vehicle is suffering.
You just need to get you a big ram like mine.
Yeah, if I had something like that. I saw my trailer hooked to your Ram once. It was like this going down the road when you were pulling it in. That was insane. Yeah.
Weighted that down?
No, it was his hitch is so high that the tiny home was like this. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Well, I can lower the hitch and
Yeah.
the airbags too.
Oh, that's right. You have that all set up in there. So you think you might possibly know somebody? You think?
I don't
Okay.
know of anybody right off, but let's look around.
Okay.
There's more than that. There's more than a storage too. But at the same time, a storage unit might not be the key because of the big.
Yeah. Any storage unit is gonna have to be required to build on site, and all of them, except for Ace. Because if you've ever been out, you've been to Ace. It's like the ghetto. No one goes out there. They only went out there twice the whole time we were there, and they knew we were building, but they didn't care. It was a perfect place to do this. Where?
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's
Where's
way
the general
smaller.
storage? It's right there by. It's on Industrial Road, isn't it?
No, they sold it. It was Cedar City Storage.
Bye.